Welcome back, guys. It's Hammer Down 48 coming at you today. I'm finally back doing videos. As you guys know, I've been crazy busy the last week, Thanksgiving week. Now I'm finally getting back to doing my videos. So let's get to it. As you guys know, the Detroit Lions won last week against our divisional rivalry game, the Minnesota Vikings. On Thanksgiving Day in Detroit, took first place in the division. It was a tie before Thanksgiving. Not anymore. So, let's get to it. So, wow. We have Week 13 matchup. We got the, we have the Lions versus the Saints in New Orleans in the Saints Stadium. Wow. Well, we're gonna talk about a couple things here. The Saints, even though they have not a better record than the Lions, the Lions have a better record. We still need to watch out. I'm telling you what, it's gonna be a tough game this Sunday. It's gonna be tough. And I'm gonna explain the reason why it's gonna be tough. We're gonna go through the game, passing yards, and all that here in a minute. Drew Brees. If I had to take one name out of the two teams this week, the Lions and the Saints, the one person we're possibly gonna have a problem with is Drew Brees. Drew Brees is having a phenomenal year. The record don't show it, but the passing yardage, all that stuff, that's what matters right now. This is the reason why we're gonna have to watch out for Drew Brees. Drew Brees, he's putting up fucking numbers out of the end. And we're gonna go through this real quick. So right now, the matchup predictor, I kind of disagree on the matchup predictor a little bit. The matchup predictor from ESPN has the Saints winning this game by 75.0% over 24.8% of the Lions. I still think the Saints should have the matchup predictor win, but not by that much. I say 50 to about 39-40%. So let's look at the passing the season leaders. Excuse me. So let's start with Matthew Stafford. 261 over 391. 2,883 yards. 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Drew Brees. 326 over 456. 3,587 yards. 30 touchdowns, over almost, I think, 11 touchdowns more than Matthew Stafford, and 8 interceptions. That's the big thing about this game right now is Drew Brees can do some amazing stuff. This is the reason why I named this video at the end of towards the end of the video there of the title. That's why I named this. Defense needs to show up in this game. They're going to have to show up, and they're going to have to pressure Drew Brees, force that ball out as quick as possible from Drew Brees, hopefully get a pick six, get something, interception, something like that. It's going to be tough. Let's go to the rushing yards. Riddick, 88 carries. Excuse me, sorry guys. 355 yards, 1 touchdown. Mark Ingram. This is another key guy that we're going to have to watch for. This goes back to the defense. 136 carries, 721 yards, 3 touchdowns. Receiving yards, Marvin Jones, 42 receptions, 730 yards, 4 touchdowns. And Thomas, 65 receptions, 789 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Oh, man. It's going to be tough. Am I scared? I'm not scared. Is my team scared? No, they're not scared. But I will say this. I think this is going to be a test. I think this is going to be the test to see, can we beat good teams? Because if we go to the playoffs, we're going to have to face good teams. So this could be a test to see if we can run this division. Even though we're a game ahead of the Vikings, I still really think this division could be up to the top 3 people. I mean, I don't see the Packers. I think they're running out of time. But the Vikings still have a chance. Even though they play Thursday night game, they play tomorrow night. Hopefully they lose. We need them to lose because that could give us advantage. If we could possibly win this Sunday, then we could be up a game and a half. Excuse me, a game and a half away from the Vikings. So it's going to be tough. The key thing about this game is defense. Defense. And I've been doing this topic for every week in my videos. Defense. Sometimes our defense can come up. Sometimes it can't. But this time, we got to come up with something. Because Drew Brees, I think he had over 300 and something yards last week. Even though it was against the Rams. And the Rams actually, to be honest with you, I think the Lions have a better defense than the Rams. But he had over 300 yards last week and 4 touchdowns. So we're gonna have to come up with something. Drew Brees, I mean, give it up to the Saints fans. Your quarterback's awesome, man. You guys are having the record don't show it, but you're still putting a bunch of yards in Drew Brees. So I gotta give you credit, but hopefully my team can come in and stop that. Like I said, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. If we lose this game, I'll be okay with it. As long as the Vikings lose. If the Vikings win tomorrow night, somehow against Dallas, that would put us a half a game between us, and then we would play Sunday. We lose, then it would be tied for first place in the division. I don't want that. So as long as the Vikings lose tomorrow night, I'll be okay with losing this week. Because it's a good team. You know, just Drew Brees in that line. I want to talk about the remaining schedule here. Let me pull the remaining schedule up here. It's going to take me just a couple seconds here. So we're sitting in the division at 7-4. Okay? So we got the Saints this week. We got the Bears next week in Detroit. That should be an automatic win. We got the Giants, and that's at Giants. That's going to be iffy too, because they're 8-3 right now. They're playing good football. Then we got the goddamn Cowboys. We got the Cowboys in Dallas. That's going to be another tough one. Then we got the Packers in Detroit. That should be a win. This is what I'm going to do. We got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games left of the season. I'm going to go all through 5 games getting wins and losses. So I think, before I do this, I say if we win 3 out of 5 games, I think we should take that. We should be able to take that first spot in the division. So let's go through this. I think we're not going to win this week unless we have another comeback win. So I'm giving a loss this week. Next week, in Detroit, Chicago Bears, I give the Lions a win. And At Giants the week after, I give it a win. At the Cowboys, a loss. And then at the Packers, in Detroit, Packers versus Lions, I give them a Lions a win. So I say we can win 3 out of 5. If we can win 3 out of 5 games, I think we can win this division and close it out. We could close it out. I mean, if we can win against the Saints, the Bears, and the Giants, if we win the next 3 games, we close this division. It's done. The Vikings are not coming back. The Packers are not coming back. If we win the next 3 games, it should be over. So, like I said, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be a close game. You got the Drew Brees, the best. I wouldn't say best, but one of the top 5 quarterbacks that's throwing over 300 yards almost every game. And then you got the best quarterback of the Detroit Lions, the comeback kid, coming in and then winning games for us. Before I end this video, I want to say something real quick. I understand we have 7 wins. I think the last 6 or 7 wins has been comeback wins. Win's a win. I understand it. But sometimes that's not going to work out for us. My saying is sometimes it could bite us in the ass. For example, say we're down by 2 touchdowns with 1 minute and 20 seconds. Okay? It's not going to be enough time. Even though Stafford did show us that with 23 seconds you can score a touchdown. But what happens if you're going up against a good team? Like, for example, the Saints. I don't know what their defense look like, so I don't know. But sometimes it's gonna come back and bite us in the ass. So I would love to see it go in this game. I hope that the defense shows up this week. We're gonna have to do something. Hopefully we don't have to come back and win this game. Hopefully we can go out and show everybody that we're the team of the NFC North and we want that division title. So, like I said, it's going to be tough. If you're watching right now, hit that likes up button. Make sure you subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Let me see your comments below. I want to know what you guys think about this game. Who's going to win this game? Who's going to be the MVP of this game? Who's going to take the division this year in the NFC North? Let me see what you got below. Like I said, make sure you watch this game because it's going to be, I think it's going to be a tight game. And I don't know if I'm going to do a review after the game, depending on where I'm at. If I don't get a review after the game, I'll try to get one out Monday. And like I always say, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. And go Lions!